Hi, boys and girls. Today, for your reading assignment, you're going to be working on the ELA first quarter benchmark. What this is it's really not that difficult. I don't want you to get frazzled about it. It's only 16 questions. It's not long. What it is, though, is it's a culmination of everything that I've taught you this quarter. So it has questions on here about point of view, has questions on here about, the theme, like what the story is mostly about. It has questions on here about the summarizing a short story. It has questions about all sorts of things. So what you're going to be doing here is you're going to be answering questions. Now, the thing I want you to notice is that, and actually I'm going to go to preview here so you can see it better. So I want you to think about the fact that the first part here, for some reason, sorry, your email address will be recorded. Okay. So this first part is actually the passage you need to read. For some reason, it's sitting on top of this email thing. So make sure you read this passage. It's called An Unlikely Friend. And it's up here. So read that carefully. And you can do things like take your little cursor here, and you can highlight things. You can write those details down in a notebook, whatever you need to do. I would recommend going and reading the questions. So each of the questions go until you get to the next story. So the first 4 questions go with this story. So I've always talked to you guys about the fact that I think it's easier to read the questions first and then to go into the story, because then you know what you're reading for and looking for. Now, this is not a long story at all, as you can see. So that's one thing to think about too, is maybe read the story all the way, look at the questions, and then go back in the story to find your answer. Okay, and then the next story is called Joe's Job. It's right here. Again, it's very short. And then you have questions 5, 6, 7, 8. And that looks like it. So just question till question 8 goes with Joe's job. Okay. Then you have, this question doesn't have a number next to it for some reason, but that's okay. And you're answering a question about a small moment narrative and putting in what is the best transitional phrase. So you definitely should know the answer to that since we just worked on those. Then you have your next passage called Dangerous Weather, Hurricanes, and Tornadoes. And it's actually a really cool nonfiction passage that you're going to read. Again, it's not very long. This is it right here. Once you've read it, there are questions 9, 10, 11, 12 that go with that. So 9, 10, and 11, 12 go with this passage. Then this question right here is about the dictionary skills. Remember, we practiced those a lot, so pay attention to how this phrase is used in this sentence using your context clues. This one is actually about the article, so I might move that up actually. And then this very last question is more of a writing question, and you're figuring out which topic sentence goes best with this paragraph. So again, read carefully, pay attention to what questions go with what text, and you're going to do great. Again, it's not very long at all, so don't get frazzled just because it's kind of different than what we've been doing. As long as you watch this video, you should definitely be golden. And again, please take your time and do your best. Thanks, guys, for listening all the way to the end.